Greetings, beautiful souls. This is the channel for Divine Messages with Tarot. This message is for the collective of divine masculine and feminine energy. I hope that you are all doing well. Anytime you see this reading, it will be the right time for you. So if you resonate with either energy of divine masculine or the divine feminine energies, or both, this is your reading. If the readings resonate with you, claim it. If not, feel free to move the energies around so that it makes sense to you. And if you still have trouble placing the energy, this reading may not be for you. And I'll catch you next time. Okay, so we'll get into the reading now. Greetings, Conscious Collective. This is Messages with Divine Tarot. And this reading is for the divine masculine energy. For those who have resonated with the Malachite stone from the Pick a Stone reading. If you have not checked out the first two videos for the Pick a Stone Divine Masculine readings, you can. Those are up on our YouTube channel. Okay. And this will be the last reading for Divine Masculine energy before we move into the readings for Divine Feminine energy. Before we start the reading, I do have a few announcements to make. Before I make these announcements, I would like to just burn a little of the incense that I have. I am using a combination of crushed lavender, Palo Santo, and sage, blue sage flower. A combination of herbs that I've been led to use for my own cleansing. So I thought that I would share that with you guys. There we go. And moving forward, I want to make a correction on some of the stones that we have used in the past readings. Now, I hope that you guys are bearing with me. This is my first ever time actually publishing for the public readings that I do with tarot. And I have made some mistakes, and I'm not afraid to say I'm holding myself accountable. So in the past, and I have already corrected this stone as having been identified in the original posting as tourmaline. This is not tourmaline. This is what would be considered green and or watermelon, or more commonly associated as rainbow fluorite. Okay? This is rainbow fluorite or green watermelon fluorite, right? And it is a fluorite point. Now, I have also listed this as, or identified this as, aventurine. However, I cannot say that it is aventurine after further investigation, and there has been a conversation about what stone it is. Now, to give you some clarity, I have bought these stones years ago, and none of them came with any identification. I've purchased them from around the world, and so I've done my own research, and in my notes I have possibly made some mistakes for this stone. So it is not aventurine, we can say, because of the formation of the crystal itself, the color, and the type of luster that it has. So it was a toss between a green calcite and, again, green fluorite. Now, I did a calcite test, which would be a test of softness, and it did not pass the calcite test. So I'm led to believe that this is a raw green fluorite, again, cluster, without the watermelon inclusion. And so I will label it here green fluorite for the first reading. And I apologize for any confusion, especially for those who are looking to learn more about crystals and the use of crystals. So I will post the information and the uses for these two crystals and the third along with the videos, and have since made the corrections on the respective videos. So I hope that you guys forgive me. This is not to say that it takes away from the reading or any of the messages that came with those respective stones. I just made a correction on how they were identified. So moving forward, I would like to announce that Sanctuary and Home is an online market space, and where it's an online market space for the collective conscious, where we sell self-care products and spiritual tools, along with adornments for one's sanctuary and or home. And a lot of what I have here on the table is available for purchase on sanctuaryandhome.life. Things such as our anointing oil here with a combination of floral absolute oils and frankincense resin. And I actually do use this when I am practicing divination or before prayer or before even a meditation. And it serves for me useful. We also have crystals on our website, which this would be on the website now as a high flash polished labradorite flagstone, as well as this charging plate here that I use, which is selenite. And I use this to hold my crystals. This is one of my personal ones, and this is not up on the website, even though it will be seeing the website soon. This is one of my personal stones that I use for display and also for charging my stones. And I also have here that I've added to my workspace here, which can be classified as a rare form of amethyst. This has several different names, or can be referred to as several different names, which would be celestial amethyst or crocodile amethyst, and that would be because of the formation. So I have a 3 or 4 point celestial crocodile amethyst here, and these are also up for sale on the online market, Sanctuary and Home. Just a bit of information, so if you would like to support, or you would like to learn more, or even build your own collection of stones and other things that we sell on the website, you can click the link. It's in the description. And if you have any comments or questions, you leave those in the comment section, and I will get to you. I will answer them as best as possible. And that would be that. So I've already cleared the space. I am going to use the healing hand wash that I use before I deal with the cards, and I'll also spray my space and some for you guys before we get started. So, divine masculine energy. For those of you who have resonated with the Malachite, I'm going to get direct into your reading. We're going to pull from this back here, the Awakening Intuition deck. And I'm going to shuffle for you. Like I said, I have been meditating on this reading for quite some time. There has been a lot going on with the energies. If you are not aware, or for those who are aware, you can relate that we have had full moon, a new moon, and a lunar eclipse in the past 2 weeks. And some other very interesting things happening with the alignment of the solar system as it relates to what's happening in the cosmos. As above, so below. Just going to cut the deck here. I hope you are all doing well. I'm doing well. I've taken time for myself to reflect and prepare for what's next. Things like this reading here. Spirit, can we have some Awakening Intuition cards? Thank you. So create open space. Balance just being with doing. Emphasize arriving over striving now. Giving to-do list and goal setting a reset. Excuse me. Emphasize arriving over striving now. Giving to-do list and goal setting a rest. When your schedule is overcrowded, it crowds out your intuition. Create open space by squeezing minutes or even hours into a day with nothing planned. Then let your intuition set the agenda. There's power in pause. Numbers 43 or number 7. And here we have connect to your higher self. Yeah, that seems to be a common message for the divine masculine. Your higher self is concerned with the highest good and communicates through intuitive sights. Before taking action, ask yourself whether you're listening to your smaller self or your higher self. Your smaller self might be impulsive, leading you down one path, while your higher self has access to a better roadmap. Numbers 46 or 1 and 0. Okay. Yeah. I think all of that is self-explanatory. We're going to jump right into the tarot here. Again, I'm going to shuffle for you all. Do a face-up shuffle. One more. Okay, so in the last reading, if you have watched it, I kind of went with the flow on how I laid out the cards, but we still did cover a recent, past, current energy, hidden influences, unseen influences, hidden obstacles, and current future. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask for the cards, the first 5 cards to be laid out, and decipher the energies this way. Because I realize that there is a lot of energy with the divine masculine. And many messages. Ten of Swords. 6 of Pentacles. So we've got the King of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse position, 7 of Cups in the reverse position, 10 of Swords, and 6 of Pentacles. And allow me a moment just to get a feel for the energy here. Divine Masculine. Yeah, I get the sense that there is a choice, or there is, it is incumbent upon you to observe your options, staying focused on making the best choice for your higher self. With the Seven of Cups here in the reverse. And I'm going to read these cards out for you. The King of Cups lets me know that you are emotionally grounded, and then you are also thinking very logically here. And with the Ten of Swords, excuse me, there has been betrayal. However, with the Six of Coins, I'm getting a sense of I'm getting an energetic sense of balance, and also giving back. Though with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, I'm getting a sense of indecisiveness, possibly insecurity or uncertainty. But overall, Spirit is here to help guide you make the proper choice for your help, for your highest good. Yeah, there's something being hidden from you. In the overall energy, we have the Eight of Swords. There's something being hidden from you here. Okay, so let's read out some of these cards, right? I'll read the King of Cups for everyone. King of Cups, calm emotional balance. See, yes. The king represents full control of one's emotions and the ability to balance them with logic. It indicates someone who is mature and diplomatic. So I feel as if this is your current energy, or this King of Cups is in representation of you, divine masculine energy. Okay? So we'll be mindful of that. Then we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And I'll read the full card so that you have an understanding what it means in upright and in reverse. Queen of Pentacles, keywords resourceful, pragmatic, generous. The Queen represents a nurturing figure, investing time and resources for others. She is a symbol of security and sharing wealth. In the reverse position, the Queen of Pentacles is no longer the benefactor, but the dependent. They might neglect or mismanage their resources, or even find themselves in debt. I'll go to the Six of Pentacles. The thing is that we're in the Pentacle energy here. Six of Pentacles, generosity, harmony. The meaning of the Six of Pentacles is generosity and charity. Either you have achieved a level of economic stability that allows you to be generous, or you're a recipient of someone else's generosity. Sixes represent harmony and balance. 3 and 3. Let's see, the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords, betrayal, backstabbing, and release. The figure in the Ten of Swords has been stabbed in the back. If this card represents you, someone has betrayed you or attacked you out of hatred, jealousy, or revenge. Believe that you can be freed from prison. Okay. And lastly, we're going to work with the cups, and I have the Seven of Cups here. Seven of Cups, fantasy, creativity, temptation. If you are working on a creative project, the Seven of Cups is a positive card of inspiration and possibility. You will show inspiration and ideas in your art. If you are not working on a creative project, be aware that the possibilities surrounding you right now are temptations. Practice patience and self-restraint in your decision making, and don't be misled by fantasies or shortcuts. In the reverse position, which it is, the Seven of Cups emphasizes the delusions latent in the upright meaning. You might be fooled by appearances, idealizing someone or something, and generally choosing to believe fantasy over reality. Yeah. So, and I'm going to clarify the cards, but I do get a sense here, and I'm going to burn some more sage. I don't feel as heavy of energy as I felt when we were reading the rainbow fluorite, where the devil popped out, and I can feel that kind of energy surrounding the divine masculine energy. Here I sense okay, here's a message for someone. You may have been betrayed, okay, but with this being the Ten of Swords and not necessarily the Eight of Swords or the Seven of Swords or even the Five of Swords, that this betrayal may represent like an upbringing or a sense of indoctrination that you've taken on and have adapted to your perception. And with the Seven of Cups in the reverse position, that perception may be leading you to, for all intents and purposes, not be making decisions with discernment. You may be being easily fooled, or maybe focusing in on things that you value but are not necessarily of your highest good. The Queen of Pentacles here may be calling you to focus in on the resources that you do have to bring you to a sense of prosperity here. However, all, you are grounded here, okay? There is a sense that you have your emotions intact and you're thinking logically. And maybe because you're thinking logically, you may be realizing, you know, a conflict within yourself that's enlightening you on whatever the betrayal here was in the situation. And whatever it is, it's leading you to a point of stability where you are able to be generous with what you have. Yeah, I'm going to use the same deck to clarify. That's one message for someone or a group of people who are out there for divine masculine energy. Can we get a cup? It's always the heartbreak with us, huh? Divine masculine energy, and I'm gonna attack this alone because I was going to ask for clarification for the Queen of Pentacles. So we have the Three of Swords, which indicates heartbreak, some type of turmoil. I don't know if that was going back in the deck. Three of Pentacles, again, collaboration, or maybe you were in a third party and it's turned you into the Queen of Pentacles upright. Yeah, you feel like something was taken away from you here with the Four of Cups in reverse. How about the Seven of Cups in reverse? Ten of Coins in reverse. Something's happening with your money. Divine Masculine, you may be having monetary stagnation, or something's going on with your money. And then the King of Pentacles is in the reverse position as well. Help is coming in though, with the Six of Cups. And this usually indicates a childhood friend or someone. But, you know, this card has come out, if I'm not mistaken, for all three of the Divine Masculine readings from the Pick a Stone. And I want to say that this help is coming in from your ancestors. Someone who's been watching you since young, and who has been guiding you, or at least, yeah. So here, the Fool card, the Eight of Swords. Yeah, because after the 10 comes the 0, because you've completed whatever it is. You're going on a new journey here. Another card. The Star card in reverse. Actually, I don't think that the Star card is in reverse. I think the Star card is upright. Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Yeah. See, I have to be careful because my deck is in reverse. I try to take a look at it sometimes. The World card, the High Priestess in reverse, and the Temperance. Yeah, there's a lack of balance here. I see now. Divine Masculine energy, I'm relating you here in the message, excuse the mic, to the King of Cups. This is your current energy here. And you are suffering a sense of stagnation. Not just with money, but with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You may not be using the resources around you because you may be clouded in judgment here with the Seven of Cups in reverse. So you may feel like you don't have what you need, but you do. It's just to really, really take into account of what's around you, what you do have. Especially if it's a creative project. And I do feel like, you know, if you're attracted to the stone is all about inspiration. The stone is all about creativity. Yeah, and you may even be, like, you could have been taught, Divine Masculine, some unhealthy ways of thinking. And you've carried that into yourself thus far in your decision making to get you where you are now. However, in a healed state, because I feel like a lot of us have gone through this sense of healing, whatever it is that you healed from, I'm assuming it was a heartbreak either from a third party or some discontinuity from a collaborative project here. And feeling like either something was taken away from you or that you missed an opportunity here with the Four of Cups in reverse. So you're healing from here, which would be in your recent past. I'm going to say this row can be your recent past here. So you may have been the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, but then now you are the King of Cups. I'm just for the sake of my own reading ability, I'm going to just move that around like that. I hope you guys can see the cards. And I've got the Four of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Star card, and the High Priestess in reverse. Okay, yeah. So, and excuse the mic, I'm wearing a mic today because I realized the other two videos were kind of low on volume. And I also have the fan going because the heat is on. And I dare not turn it off because it's freezing outside. But over here in my space, I kind of have it blocked off from the rest of the house. And it gets warm, especially when I have the light on, so I have the fan on as well. So this row here, and maybe in the obstacles of it all, that there's a sense of stagnation. The King of Pentacles in reverse, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the Seven of Cups in reverse. But it seems to be a perceptive issue. Something that you're ready and willing to observe now that you have a balance between your emotions and what's logical. And you are now able to see that in your hidden influences, with the Ten of Swords, that you may have been misguided here. Yet you are now on a journey to correct that and unveil what's being hidden from you to achieve this manifestation here with the Star card. I'm reading the cards, you know. If there was a misguidance as the betrayal with the Ten of Swords, then you as the King of Cups are on a new journey where you can recognize these things, right? And you're recognizing that something is hidden from you with the Eight of Swords. And you're willing to unlift this veil here to achieve your manifestation with the Star card. Whatever it is that you come out on this end with the Star card or unveiling the Eight of Swords, it leads you to the Six of Pentacles, which is a sense of stability. Enough stability where you are able to give charitably. In which case you weren't able to do that in the recent past here with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. But you were in a healing process, you understand. And you have come out of that healing process from the feminine energy of the Queen of Pentacles to the masculine energy of the King of Cups. And the World card with this Six of Coins is here for you. This is like this is a good card for, it's like assurance, it's like luck, it's like one of, it's like Spirit agrees with you and is ordaining this stability here, you know. Should you get to the Star card, which I believe you do if you're not already working towards it. But however, I think what will prevent you from reaching the Star, graduating you to this Six of Pentacles, or this charitable stability, is not, because remember the High Priestess is in the reverse position. So I think not really tapping into your wisdom here, and even acknowledging that there is a mysticism about you. Yeah, I feel like you may be blocking off a part of yourself here with this in reverse, with the High Priestess in reverse, because the High Priestess is very, I mean, she has a lot of wisdom. And she's a bit of a trickster, but it's because it's like she's seen and has heard it all. See, but with the Temperance also in the reverse position, lets me know that there is a imbalance here. And I do believe that the imbalance is you not being your full, genuine self, and which is holding you back from your manifestation. For some. And for others, though I do feel that the root of this obstacle of stagnation is in the fact that you have been betrayed. With the King of Pentacles in reverse, I get the sense that you are looking at everything that you don't have. But there's a message coming in, there's help coming in to help settle this mindset of scarcity that you carry. Yes? I'm going to clarify some of these cards here without making a mess. You understand? And I'm not going to focus too much on the past here, because there's something here that you already know, which is I believe that you're realizing that the way that you've been thinking about something has not been helpful for your growth or for your manifestation. Yeah, so I haven't touched this deck in a little while. Yeah, I'm going to clarify. How long has this video gone? Oh, excuse me, actually, let me shuffle. It's been pre-shuffled, and I haven't touched this deck in a while, though. This deck, ooh, it catches all the energy. I don't usually use this deck unless there's something that I truly don't understand, because this is like my when all else fails deck. And the messages come flying out. One more for the collective. I'm also gonna respray some of this healing wash here after I shuffle this deck. You guys, because I do feel the weight of the stagnant energy on you guys. And again, take the energy as it resonates. You may have to move some of the energy around for it to make sense to you. But we do have messages here. In which I hope I can bring some type of clarity. Ah, the Hermit. Yeah, you guys are avoiding going inward. And so there's being a call to go inward. It's you're avoiding yourself here. That's what the stagnation is about. Yeah, 10 of Cups. Once you go inward, you'll be able to see that your desires come to manifestation. See this deck. I can feel the energy in the cards. I mean, the messages are so loaded in here. And if you see me with the screen, it's just because I have not figured out how to keep it open long enough without closing on me. Knight of Coins. Yeah, so I'm getting the sense that you're being called to go inward, right? To come out of this reverse energy of the King of Pentacles. Because the King of Pentacles is all about stability, it's all about hard work, it's all about responsibility, being frugal and good with money. It's also about like taking on the workload of others that we love and care about. In the reverse position, given the sense of this energy here, I feel like there's a blockage, and the blockage is that you're avoiding, or the blockage could be resolved or relieved, because remember we talked about the Ten of Swords also, you know, being a sign of release. So going inward can release you from the past so that you can move forward with the Fool card into your journey to the Ten of Cups. Now with the Star card here, we have the Knight of Coins. I'm going to read the Knight of Coins from its respective book. Oh, Grandma, I feel you. I hear you. You know, I've been having a taste for tobacco. And I'm not a huge smoker. I smoke spiritually cigars when I feel a certain energy, when I'm connecting with my ancestors. Just for whatever it is, this is one of the ways that I connect. And, you know, I've been having these dreams lately and have been tuning into the dreams and really taking time to assess them. And a lot of them have revolved around my grandmother. I do pay homage to her here. This is one of the gifts that my sister and I purchased her in our childhood, of this plaque here. You know, before her passing. And she too was a clairsentient, as she was a clairvoyant. And some of my fondest memories are just watching her in her home, in her element, in her retired years, you know, sitting by her window in the dining room, looking out and smoking a cigarette. Now, one thing I know about, one thing that I can reflect on is that I do remember members of the community coming in to her. And she would always be gazing out the window, and sure enough, when she sat down to look out the window, shortly thereafter, someone would come to the house. I spent a lot of time with my grandmother. Someone would come to the house with a gift, whether it be a Coca-Cola or a pack of her favorite cigarettes, or whatever the gift may be. Some hard candy, in which I placed some hard candy back there. I don't know if you can see it behind the stone. And they would tell her about their problems, their lives, conflicts that they have, and she would just so graciously listen. And, you know, if she felt moved to give advice, she'd give advice. Sometimes she would just reflect with them. And those are some of the fondest memories I have of my grandmother. You know, that she was a member of the community that people felt that they can confide in. And I am so honored to be a part of that lineage. Yes. So, what are we looking at? Knight of Coins. I have to be delicate with this book because I've used it so much that it's really falling apart by, like, the binding, for real. Okay, Knight of Coins. The Knight of Coins is a diligent warrior who was willing to put in the work to set the world right. Ambitious, hard work, persistence, being efficient. Yeah, so in your calling to manifest, you are moving into the Knight of Coins energy. Or should you be moving into the Knight of Coins energy once you go inward and figure out what your blockages are? That's why I like using that deck. Yeah, because with the High Priestess in reverse, I do get a sense that there's a blockage here. A spiritual blockage. Or maybe an energetic blockage. Whatever it is, you're being called to go inward. Okay. Priestess in reverse. Spirit card. Ooh. You guys see how the Chariot. Uh-huh. 9 of Coins. That's why I love using that deck. It makes my work a lot easier. Because this meditation for this, I mean, I have sat down to do this reading time after time, and I had gotten the message that no, not yet, no, not yet, no, not yet. And I've been wanting to post the videos, but I wanted to post them, you know, back to back so that it made sense in the timing of the energy, even though they are timeless readings. And so now I'm getting a chance to do that. I'm going with it. Chariot versus the High Priestess in reverse. This may be my shortest reading yet. This poor book. Okay, the Chariot is about harnessing emotions and charging a straight, clear path. Where the prince may have found have floundered before, he has learned from his mistakes and now balances towards forward confidently. A journey, perseverance, rushed decisions, vengeance, victory. So, yeah, you have to learn from some of the mistakes. And I think the biggest mistake is not really being your full self here with the High Priestess in reverse. And, you know, that can mean a lot of things, but given the energy here on the table, I do feel that not trusting yourself, you are almost denying yourself this right. Ooh, okay. You might almost be denying yourself this right of your mysticism, divine masculine. And it may have been taught to you that masculine energy does not hold either the type of characteristics that the mystic High Priestess holds, or that there is a certain way about being divinely masculine. But I'm here to tell you that not all of what has been taught to you about masculinity is true. Masculinity is all about being sure, having a clear understanding, and being true to oneself in one's own nature. Anything else is an outward expression, essentially for like purposes of display. And I've said it before, I'll say it again, that in all of us, both male and female, we have to have a balance of both divine masculine and divine feminine energies. And then within that, there are light and dark masculines, light and dark feminine energies. I haven't gone that far into it because I'm just getting like a sense of the type of format that I can use here for recording the Tower readings. And I didn't want to bite off more than I can chew, which I bit off a lot, giving 3-stone choice for both divine masculine and divine feminine energy. But here, Yeah, like worry less about coming off masculine. This is for somebody, this is not for everyone. I feel like there may be a persona of masculinity. And this persona, or trying to keep up with this persona of divine masculine energy, and it's not your fault, it's the way that you've been taught to present yourself, it's really blocking you. And it may be tying up your money, honestly speaking, with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Pentacles in reverse. You know, clearly here you're being guided to take a new journey. And with the King of Cups in the upright position, you are ready and balanced enough within yourself to take this journey. You understand here, the Fool leads to the Ten of Cups. Making the right choice leads to the Star, you know, but you would have to be this strong warrior with clear foresight and trust in spirit here. And learning to be one's true self is really the start of this new journey here. But of course, before you can get all of that, you may be calling to go inward. You may be being called to go inward, or, as I have it here, because all of this is like happening divinely, you may have gone inward to get to the King of Cups, where you are now ready to start this new journey for your Ten of Cups completion. But these are the obstacles in the way. These are the obstacles in the way. You know, staying focused, making the right choice that pours into your higher self will get you to the manifestation that you seek. Whatever it is that you're wishing on or working on or manifesting. You know, understanding the falsehood and betrayal of what you've been taught about what I'm deciphering as what masculine energy truly is, you know, will bring you to your journey, a clear path on your journey, you know. And it will require you to step into your feminine energy. Some of you are blocking out your feminine energy, possibly because you don't think it's masculine to hold feminine energy, and I'm here to tell you that is false. You need to have both masculine and feminine energy. And we have the Temperance here. The Temperance is all about balance, all about creation. But I want to read the Nine of Coins. Nine of Coins. The Nine of Coins represents success. Hello. Hard work and patience has resulted in a successful harvest, and now even the Emperor enjoys May-and-Thames watermelons. The road was long and hard, but the reward well worth the effort. Independence, prosperity, freedom, maturity, self-discipline, all of those things are necessary for you to get your Ten of Cups. Okay? And the hard work, the effort may be to look inward and nurture your divine feminine so that you can come up on these mystical gifts that you have. You know, overall, for all three readings for divine masculine energy, I've gotten a sense that there is a create open space. Connect to your higher self. I've gotten a sense that there is a call to completion here. Especially for the first two readings. Here, so much not completion. I feel like divine masculine energy who was attracted to the Malachites is that you are at the start of a cycle here. Whereas the other two were completing a cycle. And there was a lot of residual work that needed to be done for the cycle to be completed. But however, in those two readings of divine masculine energy for both the fluorite cards, for both the fluorite stones, if you're paying attention, that energy had tapped into their feminine. As a matter of fact, in one reading for the rainbow fluorite point here, the divine masculine energy showed up in the divine feminine energy. And in that energy, it showed that they were greatly protected by spirit and their ancestors from energies as malevolent as the devil itself. That narcissistic, toxic addiction energy. And even though there had been neglect on the part of divine feminine, or maybe some complacency there, having been so heavily guarded by their guardians, they were able to walk towards the completion of their cycle. You here in the King of Cups energy are at the start of your cycle. You're at 0. So I would be mindful, and I would question everything at this point in time. Question everything that makes you feel comfortable. Question the roots and foundations of your relationships. Yeah, the Sun card. Look. Sun card. At the bottom of the deck. That's the overall energy from when I pulled the Chariot and the 9 of Coins to decipher what the energies from the High Priestess in reverse and Temperance in reverse means. Lovers. There's something here for you in this new cycle. I mean, Spirit, can we have a message for divine masculine? And then I'll wrap this reading up because I think this is clear enough. Just a small message for divine masculine energy to wrap up this reading, Spirit. One card. Oh, I love. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Ancestors, Knight of Cups. I'll read it to you, but I'm excited. I'm excited that the Knight of Cups will come out because that means that there's work to be done. That I think that you are in all of your right, prepared. Knight of Cups is a messenger. Halibu is kind and gentle, while also willing to take stand for what he believes in. Halibu provides for his village, and after befriending a dragon, he willingly sacrificed himself to save everyone he loves. Yeah, there's a calling to your higher power for the greater good of not just you but your community. Yeah, because that makes sense. If you've been taught something that is not necessarily the healthiest way to perceive something, then that means that you're not the only person thinking this way. And you may be seeing that now. You may be seeing that, you know what? I can't have gripes with this betrayal. Because I don't see any revenge energy here. I don't see... what I see is stagnation. What I see is possibly like you're having a lot of revelations here. And you may be looking at your family and saying, you guys, it's not even your guys' fault for teaching me what you taught me. Or you may be looking at community and saying, it's not your fault that, you've instilled this in me because that's what's been instilled in you. But by you breaking this chain, this cycle, going into this new this new cycle of energy, it's like you're leading by example, and you'll be able to lead by example. I know I keep saying I'm going to get off of here, and what was turning into a quick reading, justice. Spirit agrees with me. Spirit agrees with me. Queen of Wands. Spirit agrees with me. It's time to tap into your feminine energy so that you can actually make some things happen. Right, Spirit? Yeah. Yeah. Otherwise, you're deceiving yourself. Seven of Swords. Remember, I said with the Ten of Swords, I feel like you've been betrayed, but it's a completion of cycle. So I feel like it's something that you've been taught. If I felt like something you were being betrayed in another way, then Seven of Wands would have come out. But if you avoid tapping into your feminine energy at the start of this cycle, you would definitely be deceiving yourself. Overall energy at the bottom of the deck, Nine of Swords. It's all about having faith. Do you see this woman? She's levitating with the Nine Swords around her, but also with the Nine of Swords, she has this smoke, this representation of spirit that's like helping her do this kind of miracle-like thing. Meanwhile, this masculine energy here is crying because he doesn't have the faith. And if you don't know, this is about a king who didn't have the faith in, I think this is the story of Moses, or the king that Moses overthrew with the red door and stuff. Don't get me to lying. But, you know, he didn't want to paint his door red. So he lost his son. Because he didn't have the faith in God, that the messages that was coming down, brought by the Comforter, was a true message from God. And he lost out big time. Page of Cups. Yeah, you've got a lot of messages coming in here for you guys. I want to take one more Awakened Intuition card for you guys, because I think there's work to be done here for you with, you know, coming into your intuition and finding ways to nurture yourself. Get curious about your psychic DNA. I'm not making this stuff up, you guys. This is what Spirit wants. The Spirit wants you to get in touch with your psyche, not your mental, but the DNA that blesses us to be able to have discernment, to be able to decipher the signs and messages from God, to be able to be comforted in times of need and anguish. I'll read the card here. Get curious about your psychic DNA. Your instruction is uniquely yours. I'm sorry, your instruction. I'm being instructed. Your intuition is uniquely yours, yet partially inherited or influenced by your culture, background. A portion of your DNA or your intuitive makeup may run through the distant bloodlines. Ancestral mystical gifts are working through you now. These psychic roots reach far beyond people who birthed or raised you and are more connected to your DNA. Yes, some of you have, like I said in the past readings, some of you have some really powerful gifts. Some of you may even have gifts of clairsentience. And I feel like Spirit is trying to connect with you and send you messages, but you're like tuned out. You're blocking them out. 3 and 7 is 10, and then this one is 11. I really can't make this stuff up. Emphasize the 5 physical senses for presence. Come on. It's literally teaching you. Spirit is literally asking you and giving you the tools to awaken your intuition so that you could successfully accomplish your 10 of Cups here. Become more present in the moment by being mindfully aware of what you are touching, smelling, hearing, seeing, or tasting. This helps you recognize intuitive guidance from your sixth sense. If any of your 5 physical senses is impaired, your sixth sense may become stronger to compensate. Your power mantras: be here now. So there's a calling to be in the now. I mean, what do you want me to say? Spirit wants you to wake up. Awaken your intuition so that you don't fucking... excuse my language, oh my gosh. So that you don't deceive yourself. And that you're not easily deceived. Some of you may have bad or poor judgment. Honestly speaking, from what I see here, after some of these confirmations, I feel more free to talk on the energies. Some of you may have poor judgment. Some of you are really focused on the way things look and not the way things feel. And you may be having a strong sense on how things feel for you and completely ignore them to keep up with appearances. You know, some of you, not all of you, you know. But I do sense that all of you are balanced between head and heart here. And you're prepared to move on. I hope this reading was helpful. I really do hope it was helpful. It came to me more clear than the other 2 readings did. And this is the final divine masculine reading for this series. Yeah, thank you, Spirit, for this message for divine masculine. You guys remember to drink water and pray. I thank you so much for tuning in.